Hi everybody. Wow, I started this video at 11:11. Not on purpose. I think that means I'm supposed to make a wish. I have been thinking about making this video all day long. Contemplated how to do it, whether to do a live video, how things were going to come out. And I just decided that I was just going to record it and I'll post it on YouTube or something. This video has nothing to do with applying makeup or the silly videos that Abby and I make. This video has to do with just daily struggles that a lot of people experience, but they don't want to talk about or are afraid to talk about. I've been pretty vocal throughout the last couple or 3 years, especially since my mom has passed away, about my depression and anxiety. And over the last couple of years, I have gained some friends who have confided in me that they suffer from the same things. And I wanted to take a few minutes to maybe explain to some people who have never suffered through anxiety and depression what it's like to feel like we feel all the time. I've had depression off and on, most of my adult life. Nothing too severe. I did go through some major depression in between my marriages, but it was pretty short-lived. But the death of my mom hit me really hard, and it actually didn't really affect me until November of 2014, when I realized that all of the holiday duties, the cooking and the organizing of Christmas and Thanksgiving, that was all on me now. My mom used to do all that, and now it was my job. And I wish I could explain to you how quickly the anxiety came on. If you've never suffered an anxiety attack, it is one of the most helpless feelings you can ever have. I just experienced one the other day that came out of nowhere. I was fine, and then all of a sudden, I was dizzy. My heart was racing. I couldn't breathe. I kept having phantom pains in different places, After all this happened, a couple of years ago, I ended up in the ER with an anxiety attack because I literally thought I was going to pass out. I almost passed out at work. I was scared to death, and it's all been traced back to anxiety. I have suffered from tension headaches for the last 2 years that I have massage therapists that they've tried and tried and tried. My tension headaches and my dizziness, I know it's all anxiety and stress related. I've tried meditation. I've tried counseling. I've tried medication. I've tried essential oils. I've tried massage. I've done just about anything you can think of to kick this. I have good days and I have bad days. The thing with anxiety is that you don't know when it's going to happen, and you have to learn how to stop it. And I freaked out the other night. I was not comfortable. I was ready to go to the ER. I did not feel well. But you know what? I'm still here. I didn't go to the ER. I made it through it. I don't want to rely on medications for the rest of my life. Every single day is a struggle. because I have been diagnosed with regular general anxiety, which just means, I'm anxious about everything. I want to control things. I get anxious about when my kids aren't home. I get anxious about when Ben's at work. Everything that's not under my 100% control. I also have depression, which is, it's kind of a given when you have a family member pass away, or you have, family members that are ill, or, my kids have been going through a lot of stress and that kind of thing, and it makes me sad because I can't fix that for them. I have a little bit of PTSD, they think, because of the situation with my mom. That's not near as bad as it used to be. And I have health anxiety. When I first was having my tension headaches, I had convinced myself that I had a brain tumor, and that's what was causing my headaches and my dizziness. And I went to the doctor 3 or 4 times. They never did an MRI. I mean, they offered to, but, when I get something set in my head, and this is the hardest thing to explain to people who don't have anxiety, or health anxiety for that matter, I can get a pain in my leg, and I'm convinced I have a blood clot in my leg. Or I can get a headache and think that I have a brain tumor. Or I can have, a slight pain even up in the superficial part of my chest. I'm having a heart attack. I've been to the ER thinking I was having a heart attack, and it was all anxiety. It sucks. My newest thing is about 5:30 or 6 o'clock in the evening. I feel woozy and dizzy. I can be fine all day long. I can, be doing daily tasks and keeping myself occupied, and I don't feel dizzy or woozy at all. But the second I calm down and think, oh, hey, I don't feel dizzy right now, just like that, it hits me. And that's what's been happening the last couple of weeks, is at 5:30 or 6 o'clock, I look at the clock, and it's like a trigger. Oh, system check. How do I feel? Do I feel dizzy? It just hits. And it's debilitating. But, I wake up every day. I used to have anxiety that I would wake up in a panic first thing in the morning for no reason. I get nervous going into bigger places, and I never used to. When Connor and Abby are out, I get nervous about where they're at, who they're with, and, if Connor's driving home from Quinter and he doesn't, message me as soon as he leaves, and if he's just a few minutes late, I freak out. I mean, and that's a little bit normal for a mom, but not to the extent that I have it. And a lot of people are probably sitting here wondering, why am I telling you all this? And the main reason I want to tell you what I go through on a daily basis is because I want those people out there that watch this video to realize that if you are suffering from the same things or something similar, that it's okay to feel like that. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to talk to a therapist. It's okay to journal. It's okay to let your feelings about the situation out and reach out to people. Because there's this stigma on anxiety and depression that it's a mental health issue. And as soon as you hear the words mental health, people automatically think crazy, schizophrenic, psycho, bipolar, all these different things. And anxiety is a mental health issue. It is. But there are so many people that suffer from anxiety that hide it, that lay in bed at night and cry or can't sleep and toss and turn because they can't shut their brains off because they're afraid of asking for help. They're afraid of the stigma that comes behind mental health issues. And by openly discussing my issues, I have helped people open that door. I have helped people get therapy. I've helped people talk to others. And just admitting that you have a problem and asking for help about it is huge to somebody who suffers from anything like this. And part of where my makeup business comes in is that, do I enjoy makeup? Yes. But a lot of the same people that have these issues also don't have a lot of self-confidence. And helping people gain their self-confidence is a huge deal to me. I want women to feel pretty, regardless of the skin that they're in, whether you've got makeup on or not. You need to learn to be self-confident. You need to have confidence in yourself. You need to love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, you can't love anybody else. You can't be what your kids need. You have to have a true love on the inside. And anxiety keeps you from doing that. You're nervous, you're scared, you don't want to be around people. People make you nervous, or situations make you nervous. And you feel completely alone. And I just want to reach out to anybody who is suffering with anxiety or depression, that if you need somebody to talk to, send me a message. Or if you need some advice on the steps to take to maybe get some help to start working on your anxiety, I want to help you. There's so many resources out there. When I was suffering through the worst of my anxiety, I was a terrible wife, and I was a terrible mom, and I was a terrible daughter, because I was so caught up in my anxiety and my depression that I couldn't help anybody else. I couldn't be there for the other people like I needed to be. And I don't want to see anybody else go through that. I don't want to have anybody else feel that. It's not fun. And, when my kids would come up to me and say, "Mom, don't worry about it. I don't want to make your anxiety bad." Or, my 8-year-old son, "How's your anxiety today, Mommy? Are you feeling better today?" It affected their life just as much as it did mine. And I hate the stigma that's been put on this. And I just want you to know that if you're suffering from any of this, you are not alone. There are millions of people out there that deal with this every single day. But what I want you to remember is, no matter how rough you think you've got it, you're going to be okay. You're going to wake up the next morning and it's a new day. And as hard as it is, you just have to start over. You have to take each day as it comes. Celebrate the little victories, but don't dwell on the small setbacks. You can't dwell on those setbacks, because all that's going to do is it's going to continue to eat away at you and make you worse. So, if you've made it this long through this video, 14 minutes, and this has struck a chord with you, I hope that my words have helped you, even if it's just a little bit. And if you want to reach out to me, I am here for you. And please don't think that you're alone in this. You're not. I can put on this smiley face and be happy and chipper around everybody. And a lot of people see that outside thing and don't realize what's going on the inside. So that's something else you need to realize, is when you meet somebody face to face, you have no idea what's going on inside their head, or what their life is like, or what demons they're fighting in their own time. So if somebody's maybe a little rude to you, or a little off, or quiet, or something like that, don't treat them badly solely off of your first impression, or maybe, a comment they make or something like that, because we are all dealing with something that other people don't know about. And it is so important for you to look past that and realize that some of those same demons you're fighting, they may be fighting also. And that you are not alone. You are loved. And there is ways to get past the stress and depression and anxiety. So reach out to me if you need to. Share this video if you want to. If you think that this video will help somebody else that's suffering through some issues, some hard times, please share this with them. If this video helps one person in any way, shape, or form, then I've done my job. I've done what I wanted to do with this. Am I kind of putting myself out there on a silver platter for everybody to see? Yeah. But that's okay. I'm not ashamed of what I've gone through. And you shouldn't be either. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And I'm getting stronger day by day. So thank you for watching. Again, if you need me, just reach out. Love ya.